Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, Pochettino says it's difficult to say now what a good season is for Chelsea. This particular brother has gone from we got to win today, we got to win tomorrow, we got to win yesterday, we got to win day after tomorrow, we got to win day after yesterday, we got to win the Premier League, we got to win the Carabao Cup, we got to win the FA Cup, we got to win everything is Chelsea Football Club to Pochettino says it's difficult to say now what a good season is for Chelsea. Let's go.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get things started, firstly, smash the like button, number one. Number two, subscribe if you're here for the first time. We're so close to 30,000, so let's get there. And make sure you follow me on Instagram. The @ is on the screen. If you can see the username, the Instagram name that you can search me by, tosotc.cfc. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I just woke up literally about an hour ago, and the very first thing that is getting circulated on X is Pochettino says it's difficult to say now what a good season is for Chelsea. And I found this whole thing so bemusing. I found this very, very strange. This is what losses do, ladies and gentlemen. This is what losses to teams that you don't expect to lose. I know Brentford, apparently there's a stat going around that Brentford has got more wins at Stamford Bridge in recent history than Chelsea themselves, which is outrageous. But this is what it does. This is what losses to these teams. And I want people to realize it's not just Brentford. It's so many other losses that we've had already this season in the first 10 games of the Premier League. That's what's culminating this sour taste in so many people's mouth at the moment. But why is it so difficult? Why the change of tune all of a sudden from Pochettino? This guy was buzzing in the preseason, and I'm not going to sit here and put it all on Nkunku because that seems to be the narrative now. Everyone talks about, oh, well, Nkunku's not there. Pochettino himself in the press conference consistently keeps dropping Nkunku's name that, well, Nkunku's a big miss. We fully understand it. I fully get it. But surely the season cannot just be defined by, oh, Nkunku was missed in the first 2 to 3 months, and that's why where we are, in the table. We have to find a solution. We must find a solution. I think Pochettino, what's stopping him to just come out and say, do you know what? No, we are still competing for a European spot. No one's saying, God damn, win the Premier League. I think winning the Premier League is out of the question. I know Pochettino was saying that in the beginning of the season. We're competing. Everyone's competing. Everyone's competing for the title. Obviously, that's a bit far-fetched. We always knew that from the get-go. But Champions League positions, Europa League positions, as I even said, hell, even Conference League positions. What's stopping Pochettino to at least say, now, Chelsea Football Club needs to get back into some form of European level of football? This to me is, I don't know, man. This seems weak. This statement from Pochettino seems weak to the point where he's not sure about his squad. He's not sure about some of his players. And as I said, after spending £1 billion, I know a lot of people will comment, oh, Miz, you keep harping on about 1 billion, so many players injured. No, we still have a lot of quality to do better. Few things that I want to point out for Pochettino the earlier parts of the season, some of his lineups, Ben Chilwell, left wing, Levi Colwill, still left back. In recent times, Malo Gusto and Reece James, both bench, and Axel Desassi was kind of acting like the right-sided fullback. So, and there's been other hits and misses in terms of selections. There's been a lot of scrutiny when it comes to in-game management. Some of his substitutions are poor. Tactically, it doesn't always look good with Pochettino. Yes, we definitely improved from last season, no doubts about that, but it's not difficult to improve from last season. Last season was the bottom of the barrel. It's not difficult to improve from that. I do want to see Mauricio Pochettino be far more aggressive with this Chelsea squad. Go out there and throw the kitchen sink in the first 15, 20, 25 minutes and really try your best to get that goal. Now, I'm not going to lie, obviously some of the players have let him down as well. No doubts about that. Some of the finishing, but then you have to question, why are players like Chilwell or Cucurella at the end of the moves? Why are they like, where is the striker? Where are the attacking players getting in those areas as opposed to your left back or your left winger, supposed left winger with Ben Chilwell? So look, I'm worried. And this is why that win against Brentford was crucial, because the fixtures that's coming up, and a lot of people will say to us that, we play better against the bigger teams. They don't sit deep. Well, we've not won against the bigger teams either. We might play better, but we still don't win. So we don't win against deep blocks, and we don't win against, quality teams. So it's going to be a struggle. And I'm pretty certain there has to be a breaking point. The upcoming fixtures, I'm telling you, the fans, we're all hot-headed when we drop points on the day. Everyone was hot-headed against, losing against Brentford on the day. And then some days lapses and everyone tries to calm down and they keep telling you about patience and process. No problems. Let's see exactly how far your patience and process is stretched over the next few fixtures. Spurs, Man City, we have to somehow materialize with a winner. We have to. We keep up picking up L's or dropping points in terms of draws again over the next 5 fixtures. There has to be a tipping point. There will be a tipping point. I'm not advocating for the manager to be changed. I want the manager to turn things around and start winning games. Create that momentum. Not hoping for him to do bad. No one is. But bad results continue over the next 5 fixtures. We can't just put a blind eye on the situation and just think that it's all okay. You're fooling yourself if you think it's all okay. You really are. If you're sitting there thinking, nah, this is, how did we expect this, new manager in, so many new players, how did we expect to do well? No one expected to win the Premier League, but no one definitely expected to be still 11th after 10 matches. I think we could have been okay with the whole situation if we were maybe 7th or 8th, even though that doesn't sound great, but I think we could have been a little bit more appreciative of the situation. So let me know, ladies and gentlemen, how you feel about this statement coming from Pochettino, who in recent times, literally a couple of months ago, stating he wants to win everything. And now it seems like there seems to be a backtrack. Next up, Mauricio Pochettino was asked about the good preseason form and what happened. Not fair to talk because so many details happen and you need always some luck. One of the situation was the injury to Nkunku. We wanted him to provide goals and help the team. I mean, of course we did, but we have to find a solution without him. This may happen again. And this is why I've been saying, go and get more creative players. So many people are like, oh, Miz, what do you want XYZ players? I've recently said maybe get on loan Sancho. A lot of people are like, oh, if you get Sancho, then what's going to happen to Nkunku? Don't worry about what's going to happen to Nkunku and XYZ players because we always have injuries. We need more creative players. Now people are going to say, oh, Miz wants Sancho in the wings. No. I would like to see Sancho play as a number 10 just behind a striker. I think Sancho is a creative player. And Sancho is just an example. There are other players that we can get as well. So don't hold me on, oh, he definitely wants Sancho. No, there are other players. But what I'm saying is we need more creative players. And don't worry about, oh, what's going to happen to Palmer, what's going to happen to Nkunku. We need more. In terms of creativity, not like CBs. We're linked with centre backs and whatnot. I don't think we need centre backs at the moment. Like the games, we created chances and we played well, but didn't get what we deserved. The circumstances are the circumstance. We cannot complain, but I think we deserve more if we talk about our performance. We need to be more aggressive. In the last game, in chances, we were better than Brentford. Then they play with the block very low and counter-attack. The first half, they didn't create. We need to be more aggressive. Look, yeah, they play low and counter-attack, but that's not how they scored their first goal. They scored their first goal off the back of a set piece, which we were naive in regards to how we were defending. So what about that? And there's been many instances in every single game where, yeah, we looked good, but so did the opposition. They could have hurt us, and they didn't. So it's a bit of a 50-50 situation where we can't just simply sit here and say, oh, there are games that we've lost. We played good. We shouldn't have lost. But the opposition deserves some of those goals as well, because we've said many times, if it wasn't for Sanchez for some of those games where he ended up being man of the match, the opposition deserved to win, to be honest. When the campaign began, Chelsea's target was a return to Champions League, and that remains the case with so many games left to play. This is coming from Simon Johnson from the Athletic. I think that should still be the target. But this target could be absolutely tarnished over the next 5 fixtures. The next 5 fixtures will define how the season's going to go for us. It really will. It truly and really will. Because that'll take us to 15 games for the season, almost halfway through to the season. And some of the teams that we're playing over the next 5 games in the Premier League, yeah, we keep losing or drawing, yeah, it's gonna be another pathetic season, 100%. Mauricio Pochettino is asked, does he have a message for the fans? I think it's to be with us. I know it is difficult to keep your feelings, but it is normal. The fans want to win and sometimes are frustrated when we don't win. The message is to believe and trust in us. And in the end, it is about the process. I mean, fair enough, it's about the process, but the process does need to have victories, a lot more victories, as opposed to so many losses and draws. So I'm not saying every single one of them have to be wins, but we do need to pick up more wins to believe in a process. You cannot believe in a process which is consistently coming up with losses and draws. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, breaking latest injury update. Broja and Mudryk still out, so they're not going to feature. I thought with Mudryk, it was just that one odd game and he'll be back for the Blackburn game, but that's not the case. He is still injured. Injury crisis for all those people that keep saying, oh, what if when they all come back? Trust me, they're not all going to come back. They're not. There's always going to be some injuries all the time. I'm just sad that Mudryk is missing out on matches when his form was looking great. But apparently he's in contention for Spurs game, so we'll see what happens. But this is the injury list. Armando Broja, injury continues for him, which is sad. I thought finally we can get him up and running, but once again he's hit a roadblock. Ben Chilwell is injured, Trevor Chalobah, Chukwuemeka, Wesley Fofana, Romeo Lavia, Mudryk, and Nkunku. So especially with Mudryk and Broja as well, I want to see them back as soon as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are in regards to that statement from Mauricio Pochettino, especially. Comment below. I really want to see what you guys have to say about that. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. Tomorrow we will have the preview of the Carabao Cup match against Blackburn around 10 a.m. UK. So do look out for that live stream. And then we'll have the watch along where Sadiq will join me again. And after the watch along, we'll do the review. Until next time, everyone, take care and see ya.